So an update on my stocks pick of the week for the 4th of May. Today is the 22nd of May. This was an ETF BLOK, BLOK. Now for me, it came up on the scanner as normal with the stocks predator. So we had 3 out of 3 green. You see the confluence meter is only 2 at the moment. But when we had that, we had in signals from the roller coaster. We had a 6-star buy signal from the expert algo, and we had the buy step theme up all green. Now, this was my stocks pick of the week for a couple of reasons. It had reasonable amount of fresh air to $50. Okay, the entry in the end after the little gap was 42.64, and we had some sort of daily resistance around 50 and then at 54. So I'm going to put the link down to the original live stream that I did on the 4th of May, calling this as my stocks pick of the week. So I wanted to get some exposure to crypto, and this was a sensible move on this ETF. With the stocks predator, we scan nearly 5,000 stocks and ETFs worldwide every single 24 hours and look for confluence, and this was one of those. So again, entry at 42.64, blasted through the $50 mark, and then yesterday was a good time to take profit at 54. Imagine these as ceilings of an apartment block, and you're throwing a wrecking ball up from underneath. Going through that first ceiling will have reduced the momentum of that wrecking ball, and trying to get through this one, which really did form this double top here back in December 24, there was just not enough juice to get there. So a good sensible entry is if it does smash through that first one, the likelihood is it's going to pull back and come back down to test this $50. So that was a good sensible, but it hit my target. It's another one of those told you so videos where, you know, I make this prediction live, going through that technical analysis, where we get it from that confluence scanner that we use with the expert stocks predator, and framing those charts and looking for that fresh air. So if I just go to the weekly very quickly here and just show you where I got those other zones from. So if we just zoom out a little bit, we can see these highs of this 64. The bottom of the zone is 62. The high of the zone with this pivot here is 64. So that's our ultimate target. And we've had a pretty good move, and we can see the previous moves down from these lows of around $18 to go and test there. It does work very, very well. But recently we had these daily resistance zones which could cause an issue. So for me, a good move is to get through to this daily zone, this second daily zone as I just discussed, see what happens, see if it pulls back. If it does pull back here, look for the breakout of that zone and trade it to $62. So don't, not necessarily getting out too early, but taking those profits if you're swing trading. Now, if you're holding this longer term, wait for that pullback. Let's go back to the daily, and I'll just draw a few lines on there. So if you look in this long term and you followed that stocks pick of the week with me, and we're in at 42.50, there's options that you can play here. So one thing, scenarios that could happen is that we come down here. Let's change that to a different color and a full line. We come back down to this, test this support, then we go again. Now, if you're holding this longer term, sensibly, once it breaks that $54, $55 with this resistance zone here, good time to average in and get some more. Okay, so your main position was here, but if you want to get some more, if you want to add 30% of what you originally went in to go to take it to 64, that's not a bad solution if this holds. No one's got a crystal ball when we're trading stocks or investing in stocks or ETFs. We just need to understand the behavior. The behavior is we got full confluence. We went long. It smashed through the first resistance zone, which I thought it may do, but the second one was a little bit too much for it at that particular day. So that's a good time for swing traders to get out, because that's a decent move. Now, if you're trading longer term, as I said, wait for that pullback, let it find support, and either add some more just as it comes out here around 50.85 to go back up to that 54, or when it breaks here. There's options there for you. You know, once it breaks there, there's a good sort of $64 target in mind. So this was just a quick video just to go through something I called on a live stream, which I do every Sunday, that stocks pick of the week, and it all comes from that stocks predator. So a couple of links down in the description below, the original recording of that live session, and then also the stocks predator to get hold of that stocks predator standalone platform. Scans the stocks, got the technical analysis, got the charts as well, got lots of things in there. So check out those links below, and hopefully I'll speak to you all really soon with another Told You So video.